Fife Council is a large council, third biggest council in Scotland, and we're on an efficiency drive like everybody else. Digital transformation is one of the key activities we want to look at. The managed print service, or printing across the council, was a large opportunity to look at maybe making some efficiencies, changing the way we work, look at digital transformation, and basically save some money which we can put into other services across the council. So one of the key drivers for us in doing that change was understanding what we did, understanding what we spent on print, and understanding how we could be better. Carbon reduction is a big factor in that. Fife Council is the first council in the UK to achieve the carbon reduction standard, which has been a process of this contract. The other aspects for us is really day-to-day services. How do we go about making them cheaper, more efficient, without impacting on services? And the benefits of the contract that we've had over the past 10 years have enabled us to divert money from printing, which nobody sees the benefit of, into frontline services. Well, the main things with this contract with Canon on sustainability objectives is to keep improving year on year, and that's actually set out in the contract. Every year and year we must see improvement coming in. For example, one of the benefits from that is we were spending about £2.5 million per year on a managed print service when we started 10 years ago. We're now spending 1.25, so we've halved that cost in that space of time. We've also halved the amount of pages that we print every year, so huge reductions in paper costs. So that sustainability angle has been to the fore, but we recognise sustainability brings about efficiency as well, financially.
What we wanted to do, we created what we have here, which is the central print unit, which is the print hub. What we have here are dedicated staff who do all, there's a variety of stuff gets done here, not just around high volume printing, there's document scanning, high volume, we have a sign manufacturing shop. We had 5,500 desktop printers all over the council estate, and we looked at how that must be costing us money. We corporately brought it all together, controlled all the spend, controlled all the printing, but also a big part of that was to change the culture of the organisation. We've reduced our spend on paper by 40% from the start. Key to doing that has been working closely with Canon and developing a partnership arrangement in terms of we both share the same goals in terms of service delivery. Canon is a company at the forefront of everything that happens around digital print services, scanning, managed print services. It's Canon, it's been coming to us with digital mailroom solutions, with better scanning options for services.
The scale of the project is significant. We have approximately 150,000 service user files that are closed in our archives. So what we're looking at is any new cases that are become open to a social work service. We will be requesting that paper-based file, scanning it directly into SharePoint, so that would enable the user at the end, the operational member of staff, social worker, to access that information directly. Any correspondence coming in by mail, we will be inputting that directly into the system using our MFD devices that have been configured. We'll also be looking at scanning paper files at the point of closure. So again, we're reducing the storage costs within our offices, but also we're digitising paper records. So it's a kind of two-way approach in terms of managing the size and the scale of the project.
I think it was critical for us to have a client service manager from Canon based within our team. Now, on the project part, when we were doing the rollout and we were writing the print policies and engagement and communications, that type of thing, Allan acted as a single point of contact for Fife Council to Canon for all things, and that worked extremely well in terms of a lot of times on the project we had to do things quick, get answers quick, and it was exceptionally good.
I think Fife's deemed as a centre of excellence in a number of areas because we've been prepared to invest in areas and invest in technology in this case. Fife is seen as quite forward thinking, but to do that you've got to do a lot of work up front, you've got to gain confidence of individuals, you've got to gain confidence to make sure you can borrow that amount of money and sustain that delivery over a period of time. Since the contract's been in place with Canon, we've had that continual improvement and the confidence has just increased year on year. We feel that in terms of the managed print service, we've kind of cracked a lot of that. We want to move on to the next stage and do a managed document service. That will give us real opportunities to make further efficiencies, and we can direct that efficiency to the frontline services that exist across Fife.